I'm Genevieve Bargello.
And I'm Eileen Wurst.
And this is CFB News. Local fans of relaxation may be dismayed to hear the news that the business High Octane Spa, now with cats, has been shuttered, effective immediately. They were found in violation of various health codes due to the various cat shit around the location. Owners have reported that they're looking to transition the space into something maybe like an animal rescue for the many feral cats that they had acquired during their time as a spa. Eileen Wurst is there on the scene for their closing celebration. Eileen?
Thank you, Genevieve. It is a somber day for those of us who enjoyed walking through the desert at night, listening to whale sounds from someone playing the clarinet, and indeed, even that lazy river. As you see behind me, they are putting up the closing ribbon, a Clatfartburg tradition. You're probably used to knowing about an opening ceremony, cutting the ribbon, and then the location opens in Clatfartburg. When we cut the ribbon, it means it's done. You can see people are here in mourning. They're wearing their black. But, of the 6 people here, I've interviewed each of them, and they're each thinking about taking home a cat. In fact, Genevieve and CFB News, I'm delighted to let you know I'm adopting one of these cats.
Wow.
This is Harold, and he does have some kind of skin disease, but we will be working through that. And he does give really good massages, though. So I will say, I think everyone should look into this. We'll be keeping you posted on when adoption day will be occurring for these little felines. But until then, fare thee well, High Octane Spa with cats. Though, and very quickly, too, before we go away, the jazz band Cats will actually be continuing to do a local tour. They'll be around the different street corners downtown every Saturday and Sunday. So until then, this has been CFB News. Wouldn't it be nice to do something for others? Wouldn't it be nice to help out while having fun? And that's what... Anyway, hey, everybody.
What was that a parody of, or was that an original?
So I just thought everyone would imagine I was in a jazz lounge, and I'm the jazz singer, red velvets everywhere. Here to welcome you to...
I just was surprised by the second singer.
Oh, yeah. It's hard to be a one-man band sometimes. Yeah. We work through it. We push through. Unfortunately, I think jazz is still on my mind. I thought it had left after last episode, but I guess after doing the news, I actually...
it's unfortunately not
took
a
me back over.
episode.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll try better on the next one.
Isn't comedy world building like comedy jazz? Sorry. That sentence made more sense. It made more sense in my head than when it came out.
Isn't scatting just like laughing?
We can strike that from the record.
Comedy jazz.
Strike that from the record.
Which genre do you play? Oh, I do jazz comedy. Wow. Felicia, how about you tell the good people
apart? Yeah.
I'm Elaine.
I'm Felicia.
And this is Now Entering Clatfartburg, a world-building podcast expanding on the fictional town of Clatfartburg. And today I'm going to let Felicia explain what we have come here, what we have gathered here today to compile and
We are
compose.
Here today to award the Community Service Awards.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Who is the best community service practitioner in Clatfartburg? And this is great because we've been doing a lot of buildings. We've been doing a lot of locations, and we wanted to make a people's.
Yeah.
I can't talk today. I'm high energy, but the word configuration is crazy as it's coming out of my mouth.
I understand everything you're saying, but I am really close to the subject matter being you. So I know you. So I kind of translated normally anyway, so I have no idea outside of...
And you've had so much experience because you watched me on TV all week.
I did. I watched the entire War and Peace series, and we joke about Paul Dano and Felicia have similar looks. There's some similarities.
Similar looks, similar vibes, especially in War and Peace, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah. The
and
hair
she
really
did have difficulty separating me from Paul Dano while watching it.
Yeah, there were some times I'm like, I just can't take this scene seriously right now. There's just Felicia
sadly eating potatoes.
Felicia. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's the Community Service Awards, and we don't have anything besides that, but we think we want to do a celebration. We haven't really decided, is there like a specific type of community service they're competing in, or is this just like who is doing the most? It's like those like stupid corporate, like who contributes to company culture type awards. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With like an anonymous nomination system. Mm-hmm. You know, and will it be corrupt? Probably, because that's what we do here.
Of course.
Clatfartburg's is a nice town. The awards, oof, they're corrupt. They are.
Well, and they're like kind of do or die. That's sort of like,
that's the
if you want to
whole
stay
vibe.
Afloat, you got to win. Like the Clatfartburg is actually quite competitive.
I agree.
For how chill they are very competitive. They want to be number one. So this will, amongst the goodwill, cause some good tension. Talking about possibly tying it to an event or like what kind of genre of community award.
Is there like an organization? Is it the government that awards this, or is it something else? I think who is awarding this award is a good question to ask.
Yeah.
Because it could be anything. It could be a business. It could be a location, which could be said as the same thing. It could be a person. It could be one guy awards this.
This one guy who just likes to, he was like, I need something to do. And then he created his own awards, and then people got so invested. Is there like a committee with him now?
I kind of like this. I kind of like that this is one guy who's bored. I want people to dance for me.
and then it happened. And then he's like, cool, to enter the awards, it costs like $5.
How can I bring goodwill to the community without doing any goodwill myself? I will create an award that makes other people compete on how much goodwill they're doing. So it seems like I'm doing a lot, but really I'm doing nothing. That's his point of view.
Yeah. He, I imagine he also has a RuPaul presence where, you know, if there are people he, you know, works with, it's not a voting system. It's just who Ru wants at the end of the day. Like, even if he's getting other people's input, he's like, well, it's probably going to be this. So,
I like this. Who do we think this guy is? I think we should not shy away. Let's name him now. Or forever hold our peace.
I'm getting an R name.
I was getting a Gary.
Gary is good. Gary's good. Gary Region.
Gary Region? That sounds like a genital euphemism.
Oh, no.
Gary Pinto?
Gary Pinto. I like it.
Guys, I made a name again. I'm coming back.
It's crazy.
Don't say it. The Underdog's making a comeback, because I don't think I've suggested a good name in perhaps months. Gary Pinto. So Gary Pinto's Community Service Awards. We can come up with a catchier name if we want to. But yeah, I think this is Gary Pinto. He's post-retirement.
Yes.
Do we think, is he rich? Is there like, I think there's no prize for these awards. I think it is truly
I don't
just,
think so either.
I think it is like a button that like his nephew makes on a button press.
Yeah. Now, I do actually think he's still well off, because I think that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So it's a nice button. But yeah, really these awards have just really become so what's attached with them.
Right.
More important than the
how many years do we
value.
think? 8 years? 8 years running? That's enough time to build a mythos.
Yeah, I think it's long enough.
Yeah.
Does he have, I wonder if he has categories more in like the way of superlatives than
yeah. So I don't know if this is going to be the Community Service Awards. It's just the Gary Pinto Awards.
Oh, like community service could be like one of the awards.
Yeah,
and stuff,
I think there's more categories. than just community service.
And,
that's maybe to make it have an air of good about it instead of just whatever Gary Pinto wants Gary Pinto gets.
Oh, and maybe he tried to start it just as like good community service awards, and he realized people weren't interested, so he started adding flashier things into it, the things to get people to bite on, and now it's really, that's just sort of what it shifted into. This is oh boy. Okay.
I just thought of there being a category for best vanity license plate. So many cars in Clatfartburg, because you're only eligible the year you register the license plate. So many cars in Clatfartburg have vanity license plates to compete in the Gary Pinto Awards, because it's kind of a low stakes category you can do.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about it more than that, but I think that just exists, and that means that a lot of people have vanity plates in this town, which I think they would have regardless, but it's still nice. Oh my God, we've never even talked about what vanity plates people could have. That could be a whole bonus episode.
Oh, it really could. It really could. We could talk for an hour about that.
About the vanity plates of Clatfartburg. Let's actually write that down. Let's write that down.
Let's put that down as a note. We'll come back to that. I'm trying to think of, like, what are things like, least annoying busker? Like things that
The competition for that would be crazy. How do people try to become the least annoying busker? Maybe are these categories that he introduces to solve problems he wants fixed?
Oh, this is good.
So
I think we got a blend going
individual.
Here. Yeah.
So vanity license plates. He thinks some of the buskers are annoying. Least annoying busker category. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. They're very petty. Do you know what I mean? Is Gary Pinto the Regina George of Clatfartburg?
Like, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. I think he's loyal.
I'm picturing him with a silly hat.
Oh, wow. What kind of silly hat?
Like brown and small, but I don't have much more than that.
Okay, I've been imagining him wearing knee socks. So I think if I make those Argyle and then we make your brown hat kind of like that, like, Newsies golfer boy, we might just have this weird, like, 1920s gentleman.
I love that. Gary
Pinto. That fits. Gary Pinto. He loves golfing, so I feel like it,
Yes.
He loves badminton, so.
Yeah, he was so excited about Percy Fairway's badminton emporium. No, not Percy Fairway. What's the name? What's the name of the guy we just made up?
Poppins Rumblesby.
Poppins Rumblesby's badminton emporium. I'm so sorry for confusing.
He was like my hero. My childhood hero growing up.
My Poppins.
He's the only reason I've been able to get as far as I have in life. What do you mean he's not real? That was a devastating
Best real historical figure.
Yeah. Poppins Rumblesby. No one else. Thank you. Well, okay. So I think a best musician in general of the town makes sense. Yeah. Best singer, songwriter, whatever. Best podcast of the town.
Oh my God. Crazy. Becky and Harper. So in the competition, we'd have Becky and Harper competing with Otter, She Better Don't. We'd have the Big Bang Theory recap podcast of the Public Museum of Clatfartburg. We'd probably have, like, isn't it Facts Check? Which is like the conservative one out of Faxville, which there's controversy about whether but it's technically produced within Clatfartburg County lines. It's right on the edge. So Clatfartburg County is just, I've never said those words together and it did really charm me. City lines.
Thank you.
It's not a county, it's a city. But it is technically within city lines, so it is eligible, even though it will not win. Gary Pinto does not like. I feel like he'd go Public Museum of Clatfartburg podcast every year. I don't think he'd enjoy what Becky and Harper are doing, which does mean Becky and Harper get so mad every year. They get so mad.
I mean, they did win Best Heist.
Oh, for the lemur? That's a category in town?
Taking a lemur from... Well, it was ziplining Edward Edgar's.
Okay.
And then
I'm just thinking the police might get involved that there's a best heist category.
Not if they have a betting ring going on within these awards. Sounds like the police wouldn't do anything about it. You know what I mean?
Old Gary Pinto's got it in with the police. They work for him. The police in town, they work for Gary Pinto.
This is actually Guys and Dolls.
Old Gary Pinto.
Wow.
What do we think the awards ceremony is like? We'll go back to the awards in a minute because I want to dive into like one race and how people really compete for it later.
Sure.
I think that would be a good way to kind of chill this episode out. But like, is this a like, he rents out like the movie theater and does a huge presentation, or is this like in a park? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or is this live streamed from his house? These are the questions I have.
I feel like it started in a backyard. Like, that's a vibe I have. I don't think it's there now, but I could see like park sort of making sense.
Yeah.
People can casually go in. I think he's hoping to maybe make it a ticketed event next year. I think he could like work that. So he needs to make sure things like go really well this year. So I think that's the plan, and he's close to it. But I'm feeling park has a good, because then also you're getting publicly, you know, everyone gets to hear that you won. That's exciting.
Yes.
You know, they used to all come out to the town square to watch, you know, the public executions back in the 1700s. Now you can watch people's reputations get executed. Isn't
now
that
you can
exciting?
win the grand old Gary Pinto Awards.
Yes.
And they're not all compliments.
No, some of them are roasts. Some of them you do not want to wear. Least likely to have a decent future. Edward Eggers.
I feel like saying he's having any sort of future is generous. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he eats like 10 slabs of bacon a day.
He's getting up there.
He's getting up there, but, you know.
Well, he lives on a diet of whipped cream and Taylor pork rolls.
So, you know, in a weird way, there might be enough other chemicals in him that is making him last longer than ever expected. Gary Pinto. Do-do-do-do-do. Hello, everybody. It's Gary Pinto. Do-do-do-do. I think there's an opening number. That was me thinking out loud. I was like, I could see him having an opening number.
Absolutely. I agree with you. He definitely has an opening number. And he puts a lot of money into the kind of production. I think he has backup singers. It's very old fashioned. It's like a Bugsby Berkeley musical. I'm just going to keep that there, and I'm not going to explain.
Cool.
And hope I got the name right. But it's like very lavish. It's old Hollywood what he's doing here. He has a live pit. He plays people off. He plays people off if they talk too long after receiving the award. Do you think there's actually official nominations, or he just like doesn't tell you who the nominations are?
I could see people sending in. It might be fun to list nominations, because then you can start drama if you want. You know,
that's true. Yeah,
and he probably purposely will be like, "Well, if that person didn't get nominated, I know that everyone's gonna be so
annoying
pissed."
busker. He puts all the most annoying buskers on it to hope they chill the fuck out before the end of the.
Yeah, and they're like,
So,
"Wait, what?"
The Cats jazz group is now on the list.
Yeah,
because the trombonist is quite loud.
Yeah, and they don't know you don't want to be drinking coffee in the morning trying to wake up and then someone's fucking playing whale sounds.
Or fart noises, because that is actually what we imply that they do because of the fart room.
The fart room. You don't want that. So I think Gary Pinto is actually like, he's a good citizen. He's doing good stuff. The invasive bird species, I feel like this is a good time to like maybe do a little something about them, as they've been ever present, pooping everywhere.
They've
ruining
never
lives.
We never forget to mention them, and we never forget about them.
Never. They're just there.
They're just always
when we
there.
tell the tale of Clatfartburg, it's not necessarily linear, you know.
No.
Many things can happen at once. Like now. Right now, I'm talking. Someone's birthing a human. A gazelle just crossed a road. My dog sneezed. Like, that all happened at the same time, but they each could be an hour-long episode. But yeah, we don't tell these stories linearly, and I think that's kind of fun. And sure, is that so we can retcon certain things if we forgot about it or we came up with something better later on? You could say that's just a benefit. That's just a benefit to having this. There's so much. I mean, if you head over to Clatfartburg.com, you can listen to Nancy's bachelorette party and the blacksmith's bachelor party, but they're not engaged yet on the main feed. That actually hasn't existed, and we're not going to keep that on Buy Me a Coffee. That will be here one day when it feels appropriate. But you see, time kind of means nothing in Clatfartburg, which is actually very interesting for Tori Cobbleton, because I have dabbled with the idea of like, what if she was a time traveler? I know we don't want to have too much magical realism with Clatfartburg, like it is a place, but
If anyone could be, I think it could be her.
Yeah, and I was when I was pondering to myself and my camera view of myself, if Clatfartburg isn't told linearly, we don't want too much magical realism.
I mean, aren't we the time travelers of Clatfartburg?
We're kind of the time travelers, and I think time traveling, everything can be based on science. So who's to say that Tori Cobbleton hasn't cracked the code and can do a stupid level of time travel? Maybe she only can go back 30 minutes. Maybe she can go back only 10-year increments. That could be wild. There should be best pet. There should be a best pet award. There definitely should be best pet. That's good.
That's got to be tight, and that's got to be competitive.
Because I think he's purposely not going to break it up as best cat, best dog, best bird. He's I want people fighting for
Janet
best
Skagg
pet.
Treats this as her
oh my gosh,
running this is her running advertisement for her business. If she wins, I think she's won best pet many years in a row.
She has a Hall of Fame.
Or does George Pinto always award it to his own pet?
Gary Pinto.
But now that his elderly dog has passed, the market has opened.
Hey, I imagined he'd have a rabbit.
Okay, his elderly rabbit has passed, which is definitely named Garbanzo.
Yes.
This is huge. This could be big.
Yeah.
Because Garbanzo's on an 8-year win streak. I don't know if they live that long, but they do in this world.
Sure.
Garbanzo did.
Yeah.
Garbanzo lived that long.
Yeah.
So whoever is going to win, this will be huge. You know what I mean? So I think Janet Skagg is really training a few dogs to compete. Mm-hmm. I think Henry Peace Dog is in the running because of course he is. And that's a tough one to beat. I think if you're going to beat out Henry Piss Dog, you're doing a lot. Are the blonde otters a pet?
I think maybe there's a blonde otter there mostly as an eco representation. And then I think this is a really big year. This is the first year that a ferret has been part of the nominees.
Wow.
And that was interesting because Gary Pinto notoriously used to hate ferrets. They made there was that one ferret truck that used to go around where they sold popsicles, but also they had their ferrets in the back, And one time the ferret escaped and started making fun of his rabbit who was in the yard. And it was just so crazy. There's something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Maybe they just discussed him. He's wow, these snakes furry. Maybe he just is. Why is it a stretched out raccoon? What a freak of nature.
I do think what's going to happen is at the award show, he's going to be surprise entry, last minute nominee, my new guinea pig, black-eyed pea, and you're okay, well, we know split pea. That's his name. No, both of those are bad.
Well, lentil. Oh, that's cute. Lentil.
Yeah, my new guinea pig lentil, and everyone's all right, okay. Well, it was fun to dream, wasn't it? It was fun to imagine.
Yeah,
that Gary Pinto would let us have something this once,
And he's and ugliest pet goes to Fiona the ferret. Whoa, congratulations, you ugly, fucking disgusting ferret. You're the ugliest. There are ugliest pet awards, so really he could just be oh, they're so cute. But there was really a mix-up.
It's like a Moonlight La La Land situation. I opened the wrong envelope. The winner is actually Lentil the guinea pig.
Did he every year try to recreate an iconic award
Oscar
show
scandal.
moment?
The Ellen selfie he tried to do did not work. He casted an actor to go on stage, or he paid off. Who did he pay off to do the Kanye West, Taylor Swift, Beyonce drama?
Yeah, I feel
what category do we think that was in?
Ooh.
Because he wouldn't do it in Best Pet because that is like, it's a little too much. He doesn't want to admit
I was thinking like most upkept car, like it's clean, it's been waxed, or best mailbox.
Okay, I like
best
these.
Mailbox.
Best mailbox.
Yeah, let's do that one. Best mailbox.
So best mailbox, maybe the person who won, their mailbox was shaped like a smaller version of their house, which I really like.
Yeah.
But the person who everyone agrees probably should have won was, I don't know much about this awards drama, but that's what I'm going to say it was. A giant, I don't actually have an end to this. Help me.
So the other person's mailbox is a little more like avant-garde and was like a little more like uniquely creative. Like it was a little fuzzy like sea monster situation, and there was like sound effects when you got the mail and stuff. Like, that's pretty innovative. So it's like, it does come down to subjective taste, but it's like a lot of effort put in there. So anyway, house mailbox is going up to accept the award, and then the person who's gonna win, they're sitting there like, oh, okay, that's okay. And then we need our Kanye.
Yeah, is there someone in town who we've already invented who should be hired for this?
Cole Papageno was always for hire.
Papageno.
Herbert
was my other thought because I feel like him and Gary Pinto do hang.
I think he thinks this was funny as hell.
I don't think he was paid. I think he was just like, this is funny.
Yeah,
so I think
he's also always drunk at this event. So
yeah,
the one time he lets himself have mead.
Everyone knows the sea monster should have won the award. Buy my album. So
okay, I'll give it back to you, whatever the hell your name is. Oh, was that some drama?
Yeah.
We'll be reading about that on the blogs, won't we?
Yeah, he made someone slap him once. There's just a lot of drama going on at the event. And I really appreciate every year he tries to have a spectacle, and the spectacle is what manufactured drama will Gary Pinto create this time?
Yeah.
To kind of overshadow the real drama of him choosing lentil every time, lentil and or chickpea or / garbanzo every time for the pet category.
Yeah.
The blatant corruption of the event.
Eileen's tried to do some like revealing features for so long, but he can pay off the media because there is best news anchor, and that's hard.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's hard.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How do we think that's going to go? Because there's,
I
don't think Genevieve and Eileen are the only news anchors in Clatfartburg. I think they're the only ones we focus on.
Yeah, I think there's another that, or they go with like the weatherman.
Yeah, maybe
the ever-revolving weatherman.
The ever-revolving member
man. Because it's his turn to be weatherman, so he's like, I think the best person to do is the weatherman. Oh, is that Gary Pinto?
I actually feel like this guy would be a great weatherman, unfortunately.
He would, actually, yeah.
God, was it Paul Bossanova, one of the weathermen?
Yes.
I don't know why I remembered Paul Bossanova.
Yeah, because it's a great name.
It was a good name.
Paul Bossanova.
I love a noun as a name. Just if you can't tell from this podcast, love a noun as a name.
We love nouns. Adjectives, sometimes I'm like, I don't know. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's hard to make work as a name. Yeah, so I think best news anchor, that's competitive. That's tricky. I think Eileen wants it every year. And Genevieve does want it, but she doesn't want to say she wants it.
Yeah. Again, it's more about like, if she zoomed out, she'd be like, this is the stupidest fucking thing in the world. But she's like, I need to have this accolade.
In this town that I live in, I need to know I'm the best.
Yeah, and I need them to know I'm the best. So we need to connect the dots, my friends.
I think there's some sort of like, I also don't want this to step on toes of other competitions we can do in the future. So I'm trying to keep this niche. Do you know what I mean?
That's fair, yeah.
Like, because it's like we could do best Halloween decoration, but I think that should be a competition of like the Garden Beautification Lawn Association Awards. Yeah. Halloween edition. That actually should have been our Halloween episode. Fuck, that would have been really good. Next year. So I think maybe him and the lawn people got into a battle and they were like, hey, you can do whatever you want, but don't do lawn stuff.
Yeah.
Because we know people in the Parks and Rec department, you might have bought off the police, but we bought off the Parks and Rec department, so we won't let you do your event at that park if you stay out of our business. You can stay there as long as you stay out of the lawn business. Thank you. Gary Pinto.
Whoa. And it worked. I'd be afraid.
It did work.
I'd be afraid of that too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some of the people who win. and what happens to them. I'd love to kind of get a story arc for somebody who is like maybe an underdog.
Sorry,
and
one
how
year
this will
he
change
slimes
them.
people like it's Nickelodeon. Continue. He shimmers people.
He shimmers people. Oh. He made Kermit Hastings think he would win something, and then he actually didn't.
That's really devastating, actually. That's awful.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about these people, because I think this is a good place to kind of flesh out this town a little more.
Yeah.
And maybe not just reference previous episodes we've talked about for the entire hour runtime, making it completely impenetrable to a new listener. Let's introduce something new.
Yes. I'm seeing a white button down.
I'm seeing sequin pants.
Oh, I'm seeing sequin pants.
White button down, sequin pants.
I'm seeing fun earrings.
Yes. Seeing blonde.
I'm seeing blonde. Could be a strawberry blonde, depending on the mood. I'm seeing like Polly Pocket, but grown.
Okay. Yes. Polly Pocket, but grown.
Okay. Polly, she's from the Pocket family, you know?
So her name is Polly Pocket. So we're committing to her name being Polly Pocket?
Maybe it's Polly Packet.
Okay, Polly Packet. I like Polly Packet. Perfect. Works for me.
So, Polly Packet.
Polly Pucket.
Polly Pucket. Polly Pucket. She's Polly Pucket.
So Polly Pucket.
Polly Pucket. I could see her being the mailbox. I could see her being the ferret. I could see
Flashiest
her...
Pants Award.
Flashiest Pants Award. Best dressed.
Best dressed.
Best dressed.
Yeah, I think best dressed is a category. And here's the thing. I don't think... All love to him. Gary Pinto does not have good taste, right? And he is the arbiter on this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think there's also like sort of an in-group where like if you ever want to be on the council that helps Gary Pinto decide, even though he is the final arbiter, you do have to win awards first.
Yeah.
So anyone who wants to change the system from the inside must win, must be a part of the system to then change it, you know?
Yeah. We're a couple steps away, but we are on a path to cult.
We're on a path to metaphor.
A metaphor.
As well.
Yes. Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine.
Metaphor and cult. I mean, I feel like in this town, Gary Pinto wants to start a cult really bad, but nobody likes him enough for that. They like this.
No,
they don't like the rest of it.
You have to have charisma, and he doesn't have enough. He's good at being sassy and petty, but you're not going to be like...
You don't want that guy to order lunch for you.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where there's some people where I'm like, yeah, they could order lunch for me.
I'll give you my life savings. I kind of feel something.
That guy, no, I don't trust him to order my lunch. He's going to order me something crazy. He's going to do something stupid that I don't want. Or he's going to go so boring that it's like, we're not even having fun here. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, we went to a cool restaurant. You gave me chicken tendies. Come on.
Like, Gary Pinto is maybe nice to be around for shallow, short amount of time, but you don't ever want to actually have to, like, get to know him.
Yeah. Herbert Barge has known him since like middle school, and that's kind of the only reason they're so close.
Yeah,
Herbert
Barge is the reason he has friends also. That's his extrovert friend who just like... And it's not necessarily that Gary's introvert. He's just not likable. That's the difference. He's not going, oh, I'm drained by people. He's just going, wow, these people don't like me and I don't understand. Because I'm amazing. Yeah. I'm great. And I'm going to show all of them by ranking how they are. Because I was always ranked as a child. I saw the list in middle school of the biggest dweebs.
The Pinto family every year ranked their children worst to best. And this is my core trauma that makes me who I am today.
I hate my sister Lima for this very reason. She always won.
This is the opening speech at the ceremony.
So this is actually a long-held family revenge.
And at the end, one of the final awards is worst sibling.
Worst sibling? And it rotates.
It rotates depending on the year.
But Lima tends to get up there a decent amount, so...
Her name is Lima Pinto? Sure, her name's Lima Pinto. I guess it might as well be. You know, at this point, sure, her name's Lima Pinto. I forgot it'd be paired with Pinto,
but yeah, her name's Lima Pinto. Maybe she goes by Mila sometimes. You know.
Yeah, man.
Someone just like can't accept that Lima's a name, rearrange the letters, Mila. but it is unfortunately Lima. Well, yeah, Lima Pinto is a bitch. She sucks. I don't think anyone in the Bean family's good. The Pinto family, my apologies.
No, don't put this on the Beans. Do not put this on the Beans. We know the beans and they're lovely. We really dropped Polly Puckett. Polly Puckett.
We'll come back. We ended up accidentally creating
Polly Puckett.
Yeah. So Gary Pinto does that. So, you know, for best dressed, maybe he was thinking, what's something my sibling would hate? Like, what if a lot of his decisions are also chosen by, like, what's the thing that obviously he has kind of a negative air, even though it brings him a lot of joy doing this. Like, it's not necessarily, you know, we have basically the roast awards.
Yeah, he doesn't do this to create positivity in town. And just as a reminder, this did start as the community service. That's one category, and he does it to make this seem like it's nice and cool. He's not motivated by spreading joy. That's what I'll say about this man.
No.
That's not his primary motivator, like some would say. And it's not really about awarding the best of the best in town. It's more about punishing the people who aren't the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
it
Gary
the
Wendy
Pinto
Williams
a metaphor
show?
for capitalism?
Both important questions.
Both really important questions that I don't think we're going to dive into.
No.
I can't believe we asked them at the same time. Maybe Polly Puckett is clearly the best dressed in town.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone knows this. And she is using this to stage an opportunity to show about the corrupt voting methods of Mr. Gary Pinto.
Yo, that's good.
Because, like, do you think he awards it to, like, Percy Fairway because he likes his 1920s outfits?
I think so.
So, like, Percy Fairway's an 8-year champ. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she has, like, worked as an investigative reporter, maybe with the gay Hardy Boys, to go and find out how the voting went down. Because I think maybe he puts on, like, a ruse that he's not the sole arbiter of who wins and who loses. He's like, the council voted. The committee voted. And, the committee, some of the people don't even exist who are on the committee. And some of the people who are there, they're just sycophants to him because they've been winning. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she goes in undercover as a fake person, or one of the gay Hardy Boys does, as a fake person that Gary Pinto made up, and he forgot he made them up. So he was like, thanks for coming. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And she investigated the voting and found that by the votes, she would have won. Miss Polly Puckett would have won best dressed because everyone knows Polly Puckett is the best fashionista in Clatfartburg.
No, truly. She knows what to do with scarves. That's tough.
Yeah.
You know? So does she, like, do something dramatic on stage? Does she, like, is this a protest run on stage, or does she, like...
Does she unfurl a banner in the audience?
Do her pants expand?
Mob?
Does she start a flash mob?
Okay, we've already done a protest flash mob. Retrospectively, we cannot do a second protest flash mob within, like, a year.
I do like it in the sense that it is officially then unintentionally, this is super a Clatfartburg way of protesting. It's come up twice now, so it is an official way they protest.
Yeah, I mean, it does make sense for the town.
Has to be noted.
Would be like, maybe it is just a flash mob with a bunch of signs and banners. I think it is. Why am I thinking they're playing ABBA? You know the song, one of us is lying, one of us is crying.
Wow. Yes. One of us is alone.
I think that's the song that they play. And then she gets on a bullhorn. Is that what that's called? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And kind of announces to the crowd, I have been investigating with the help of local investigators, the gay Hardy Boys, to really drill down into what has been going on behind the scenes of Gary Pinto's sham awards. And she announces everything. And do we think this changes literally anything? I think no.
I think, unfortunately, the people who have lost might feel something, but so many other people are so invested in seeing how it turns out. I don't think anything really comes of it. Unfortunately, the people just aren't feeling like doing anything.
Do we think it's the kind of thing that most people kind of thought this is how it was anyway? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like you knew it was rigged. Like reality shows, reality dating shows.
You know,
that's
it's
all
rigged
scripted.
If his thing Garbanzo was winning every year. And like, it is like impressive that the gay Hardy Boys got the actual proof in hand. So it's not like knocking them, but they knew what conclusion they were going to find. Like, this is not like a groundbreaking piece of information.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
CFB News investigates this every year, but then they just never air it because, again, Gary Pinto has bought the lawyers. Not the lawyers. He's bought the media. He's bought the police.
That's his friend group text, though, their chat is named The Lawyers. It makes them feel fancy. Someone actually wrote a pilot episode called The Lawyers in the group, and they all were in the pilot episode, and it never went anywhere. But ever since then, they've been called The Lawyers.
Can't imagine why.
Right? I mean, full of charisma. The acting must be through the roof.
I think there's some best fast casual dining award.
Yes. Yeah. And it definitely goes to his favorite place. Because he chooses a niche best triple layer pancake with oat milk butter on top with this fruit. Oh, and that's only at Joe's. That's crazy. Well, Joe's, you win.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
I think there is do we think there's one that's best themed location in Clatfartburg? Because that's got to get really competitive.
Oh, shit.
And that one does actually change every year. So I think Gator Swamp Mansion has been trying hard for the crown for a while, and it's crazy they're not winning. But I think Hunt for Lunch has come away with a few wins because they do kind of continuously update.
It was really controversial the year that Old Smythe, New Smythe Distillery, Christmas Tree Lavender Absinthe Farm won.
People were like, that's not a theme, it's a vibe!
Yeah. And even they were offended they won. We're like, it is a vibe. It is a vibe.
It's not a theme. It's a vibe. We've said this for years. I think Percy Fairway's Golf Symposium winning was also quite controversial because people were like, that's not a theme. That's an idea.
Yeah.
That's a symposium
Someone say
of
it's
ideas.
A philosophical concept. It's not themed. So, that was a rough year. I think it'd be fun if Hunch for Lunch won this year.
I think so. I think they've won a lot. I'm trying to think if there was any other controversial nominees or wins in that category because I find this interesting to explore because what is a theme and what is a vibe?
What is a theme and what is a vibe? Because I would say the Jim's Barbell Q is a vibe. I don't know if I'd call that a theme, even though there was a cheeseburger pool. I wouldn't say that that's, that is more of a vibe than a theme.
It's actually making me feel better about how many theme things we've done. It's actually not as many as I'm thinking it is in my head.
The Cove, the
Misty Brook Cove Retirement Community. That is a theme.
That is a theme, Hundy. Yeah.
That's not a theme. It's a cult. Those, but
they always have something to say.
Yeah. There's never a non-controversial win, except for when Gator Swamp Mansion won. They're like, that is a theme.
They're like, yes, okay, that's fair.
Hunch for Lunch and Gator Swamp Mansion are safe in that regard.
Yeah.
Do you think we get best personal comeback?
Yes, I do.
Who turned their personal life around this year, and it's just his judgment of who was a fucking wreck and is a little more normal now. And when you get nominated for best personal comeback, that's devastating because you haven't come back yet.
You haven't come back yet. You're just like...
Imagine you're chilling and you think you're doing fine and you've had a neutral but not very exciting year, and you get told you've been nominated for best personal comeback. Devastating.
Yeah.
But I think the year Kermit Hastings won, huge. Huge for the town.
Kermit Hastings.
Because you are happy for the people who win. And honestly, this is their version of a toxic reality show. Do you know what I mean?
Scott was devastated. He was just healing from his cryptid Scott, who's healing from his fake cryptid.
Maybe next year for him.
Maybe next year. He's it's getting a little better, but he's,
Scott, Cryptid Scott is a chronic, I think we gave him a last name, don't remember it, later episodes. Cryptid Scott is a chronic personal comeback loser, which is devastating for him.
Yeah.
I think Ignacio Piss Dog won it once.
Oh, yeah.
We're speaking in Latin at this point. And you know what? I think Barnacle Crispin will win it in 2 years.
Honestly,
because the Barnacle Crispin Unmasked will have the same impact on Clatfartburg that the Dan and Phil video had on teens on Tumblr.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It'll probably be best pop culture moment of the year.
Is Barnacle Crispin Unmasked?
Yeah. That's
he sits down 60-minute style with CFB News, because truly a man with so much controversy.
He's such a
almost
mystery.
Arrested for draining the pool.
Yeah,
works in Faxville at the place that shall not be named. Kidnapped an animatronic, works as a stripper weirdly on an island hours out of Clatfartburg at some point, ? He's the town's true cryptid, but he's just a man. his much older girlfriend who he's not with for the money because she's a mime.
She's a mime, so you know it's love.
Okay, what's another few categories? Because I'm just having fun.
No, this is so goofy. Best
ice
walk.
cream. Best walk. I just had best ice cream innovation.
Ooh,
so
okay.
Restaurants and places get really weird with ice cream.
Yeah.
Around every June to qualify for the awards, I think. But I think that's the thing is there's not a period where you qualify and apply. You are just nominated. So you're a business. You don't sell ice cream. You're Gator Swamp Mansion. You don't serve ice cream. You've been nominated for Best Ice Cream Innovation. Well, fuck, I guess I gotta innovate some ice cream. You know what I mean?
He's like, I want more ice cream places.
Yeah.
So
it's just him solving problems. Actually, he's like, that guy's a mess. Put him on the personal comeback.
He's wanted a Frappuccino. He's wanted a Frappuccino from Gator Swamp for so long, and they just never done it. And he's like, this is the closest I could get. Let's go. And they're like, what if... I could see them being like, what if we put the coffee and the ice cream together
and it's like a
mess?
Swamp of ice cream.
Yeah, it's like if the swamp froze over. Ooh,
Winter
I need to go
swamp.
write a poem. Winter Swamp. So horrible.
Icy swamp.
I see swamp. Swampable.
I see swamp that's ice.
Swamp,
Dress that's white. Little Dachshunds in gator costumes tonight, and I think to myself,
what a wonderful swamp.
That's the In Memoriam song.
Yes.
And I don't think it's actually memorializing people who died. It's just things that he's sad about leaving. So it's like restaurant specials that are gone. And this guy just really wanted to be a food critic, and it never happened.
His Palm Springs vacation.
In memoriam of my Palm Springs trip. And it's just a vacation montage. That's it. That's actually all it is. It's just about his yearly vacation.
And he does wear Speedos. So
yeah,
get
it's
excited.
just a 5-minute slideshow set to somber music.
But it's all swamp covers.
From the Swamp Band. From Magnolia Spoon Swamp and her husband Spruce Swamp.
Band, yes. I want swamp. Bok, 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 bok.
I want swamp.
Bok, bok,
That was when he
bok.
went to Venice.
Least sickly food truck.
I've never described a food truck as sickly. Like sickening? Like,
I was thinking
that
like
will make you
give you E. coli.
Okay. So once...
The healthiest food truck seemed too positive. I guess it's also still a slight.
Cleanest food truck?
Cleanest food truck. Best smelling food truck.
Best smelling food truck.
Best
I like
smelling
that.
food truck.
The bitch fuck fish truck has not made it.
They are not doing well in that category.
I don't remember what the original name of it was because it definitely wasn't bitch fuck, but I don't remember anymore.
I'm pretty sure it's like the gator bitch truck, some variation of that. But it's the bitch truck. Yeah. That was so long ago. That was moons ago.
That was a year and a half ago. We, as of tomorrow, as of recording, have hit our 4-year podcasting anniversary together, which is crazy. Just wanted to mention that while we're here. Let's think of one more category to close us out because I feel, unless we want to keep going.
I'm having the time of my life. I'm happy.
Yeah, no, this is fun. Oh no, I'm just looking around my room. That's when you know something's not striking, when you just start looking around your room.
You had said best dance at some point very early on in this episode. I think you did.
I think I said he wanted people to dance for him.
Oh yeah. So what if best dance?
I think
is
so.
his way?
I think dance troops. And remember, at the zoo there are dance competitions of children dressed as animals. So I think maybe that comes over here. Yeah, and that's like a heat for who's going to compete at Gary Pinto. The winner of that gets to perform live at Gary Pinto. That doesn't mean you'll win, but you do get to perform live at Gary Pinto.
Yeah, you get exposure, and that's good.
Gary Pinto Awards. No, that's not funny.
Maybe the zebras win. Maybe he likes the zebras because they remind him of split pea. What did the guinea pig end up being named? Chickpea. Lentil. Just like lentil.
Yeah.
And that's cute.
I think the town calls these the Pintos. Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the Garys, even though that'd be funny. It's definitely the Pintos because the Pintos feels better, you know?
Yeah, the Garys sounds like you're going to find a bunch of like creepy men
That again also feels like a euphemism for your genitalia. So let's go with the Pintos.
We need
which
the Pintos.
I mean could, but it feels like more of a stretch.
Yeah,
so
we're safe for now.
I feel like this event is very sans crispy.
Yeah,
conspicuous lack of crispy at this event is all I'll say.
Interesting. Yeah, that's all we'll say.
But I think it's because Gary Pinto wants to be the star. He does not want to be overshadowed by some bass.
No. Yeah. Best compliment, where people have to compliment him.
Compliment of Gary Pinto.
Gary Pinto, you have amazing knees.
Again, is this he nominates people who don't like him?
Yeah.
And the thing is like, even though everyone knows this thing is stupid, people do want to do it. Do you know what I mean? It's like they're kind of okay feeding into this one man's power fantasy because it is entertaining. And like it's like watching the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade where you're not really enjoying it, but you are enjoying it in the sense of you're like, where the fuck am I?
Well, and
that's what this experience gives you.
And then the sick thing that happens is like if you win, you're like, you feel so chosen. You feel so special because you won. You won like a Pinto. Gary Pinto was so particular and you made the bar. Like you even if you don't like him, it does feel good. You know what I mean? So I think that it's everyone's guilty pleasure, I think. Yeah. The Pintos. I think everyone, even if they say they think the Pintos are a sham, they're still competing. Hannah Decoupage won once and she was different for a bit. Yeah. Wasn't the usual. What did she win for? I had like most feeble, but I don't most feeble is crazy. No. But that feels like he's not fixing a problem. That feels like he wants to cut people down. No. I think most quiet child. Most quiet child. Quietest Hannah Decoupage child. Won at age 8. Hannah Decoupage was fucking screaming. She was yelling. She didn't have an inside voice. And so, now Hannah Decoupage, by being publicly shamed. And now when she goes to the Mets games, it comes back out. It comes back out. Hannah Decoupage, for people who don't know, is a girl who, in one of our Gay Hardy Boys episodes, was hiding from her father, who was a Yankees fan, that she's actually a big fan of the Mets, and went missing because of it, because she was going to a Mets game. And then she is dating Elijah Pankin, who's Nancy Pankin's nephew, who runs Pankin's Personal Pan Pizzas. I feel like Elijah Pankin has won a few awards. Yeah. I think he also won Most Quiet Child one year. Yeah. But he actually was. He actually just was. And he was like, Gary Pinto was like, well, I must award excellence when I see it naturally. Yes. I wonder if like best thing, like, I don't know why I had like best spoon, but I'm trying to think of like, is there something that he's like the best thing that you've created and then I get to keep it because it was so good. It's such an honor that I would keep it. Yeah. So maybe he wants like a new like ceramic mug. And so everyone in the pottery class is like best mug. And someone's like showing up with their like makeup done. He's like, not that kind of mug. That's a different category. Ariana Grande, no. Oh, shit. She wins best walk, by the way. As deserved. As deserved. Couple with the most will they, won't they tension. That'd be so funny if we do like best couple, worst couple, most annoying couple, most likely to break up within a year, not together but should be. Like, can you imagine won't they? Oh my god, the drama. Because then he can go, anyone he's in love with, he can be trying to like ruin it. Ruin it. Yeah, I think Nancy Pankin and the Blacksmith, once their engagement is announced, huge. I think they win a big award for best couple. Most annoying couple, Barnacle Crispin and Bertha LaCouscous won that a few years in a row. They love it. What do you think is his position on Cole and Dale? Are they winning best couple? I don't think he likes them, but I think he might recognize the backlash would be too strong. I think he's going to do it, but it is just kind of more for PR. Yeah. The first gay couple to win best couple at the Pinto Awards. Wow. Diversity win. Headlines. I pay you. Headlines. Thank you. And then some of his will they, won't they couples are crazy. Some of them have nothing to do with anyone. Yeah. But he did call Bette Slidell and Debbie Walnuts. Yeah. Yes. He called that early. He caught on to that tension. He's got a very perceptive eye, this man, even if we don't like him, Yeah. He's actually gotten a lot of couples together. So yeah. I was going to say like his parents, but Elaine, let's think about that. How did that happen? How did that happen? Unless it was later in life. I don't know. But
he got them back together.
He parent trapped them, but just himself, no twin. Hard to do. Hard to do. He had to get somebody to help him out.
But if anybody can do it, Pinto can.
Most likely to join my family. This is him trying to like find a good partner for his granddaughter. Okay.
Most likely to come to Thanksgiving. Most likely to be normal at a Thanksgiving.
And the pics for that are unhinged. You've got the yodeler busker. I think we should do an episode on buskers at some point. I think there's a lot to be said about what are the local small artists that are trying to like
definitely
make it, you know.
Just on the bottom of that list, I do want to say Benny with the Pens has won most likely to be normal at Thanksgiving many years in a row.
Yes. Oh, God. Eric the cameraman did win most surprisingly hot person of the year, which is also a
surprising
big thing.
Sex symbol.
Yeah, which Barnacle Crispin won one year, of course.
Once the abs situation was revealed.
Eric the cameraman did win it, and when the stream came over, he had that weird Hollywood glow about him again. It just happens. So embarrassing, but you know.
Wow. What do we think is the final category of the night?
Ooh.
Is the final category Best Pinto and he gives it to himself, or is it something else?
I think that should be the final one, but I think there should be one more thing before that final.
That's like people actually care about, but the end is... Oh, and as for Gary Best Pinto at the Gary Pinto Awards, it's me, Gary Pinto! You know what I mean?
He's one. He's the best Pinto in the world. Fuck you, Lima. It's the best Pinto
in the whole wide swamp. Okay, what do we think is like what is the best picture of the Gary Pinto Awards?
Okay, this has to be something that people at Clatfartburg are like foaming at the mouth for. So they seem to love secrets. They love when secrets are revealed. They love best kept secret. Or a secret is revealed. He has his own network that has been trying to gather people's secrets, and then he's been ranking them.
God.
And then he's like, and here's this year's best secret.
That's so crazy. That's like evil, and I think it's real. I think that is what it is, unfortunately, because that's like evil.
It's scary too, because it's like sometimes
that's like Panopticon. That's Gary Pinto's always watching,
and then like the people will find out.
Yeah,
like
he gets a lot of them from that crispy conjecture tree idea from episode 1 that we tossed immediately.
Yeah,
but people write their secrets on that conjecture tree.
So then he's the one who holds them for the year, and
I think there are a lot of secrets that don't blow up people's lives. Like it's not like he's not outing people. Do you know what I mean?
No,
but he is like, you know what? I think maybe. Do we think this year's is Dale Iron Alexander eats oatmeal just with cold water in it? Is that the best kept secret of the year? Because that is an established fact about him.
I think that's the best kept secret of the year.
Yeah, that because he gave them best couple, but he didn't want to, so he cuts them down.
Yeah.
If you want context for that, that's all in the second Gay Hardy Boys episode, the case of the mangled balls, but not in that way on our Buy Me a Coffee. I mean, you don't need much more context than Dale likes oatmeal and cold water, and Cole likes corn nuts. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of a complicated thing between them because they don't really accept each other for that, but then they do get over it, and then they kiss at the baseball game.
Yeah, don't worry.
Oh, and I do think they kiss on stage when they win Best Couple, which is 100%,
like, yeah,
they're returning back to their roots, you know?
Yeah, the jazz band goes wild, so, you know.
Yeah.
And then Best Bean Pinto, Gary Pinto. What do you think we won, Felicia? Best gods. Best
orchestrators,
best puppeteers, best managers, best boss ever.
Best boss ever, Felicia. I don't like how meta that is. That's not real. We're joking. No. We won best podcast episode when compared to last podcast episode. Most improvement between 2 episodes of podcast.
Congratulations.
Call it a comeback, baby. We're back.
Woo, we win the comeback.
Best personal comeback was won by us from going from High Octane Spot with Cats to Gary Pinto Awards.
Yes.
That's a huge jump in quality. Not that High Octane Spot with Pats is dog shit. It's cat shit.
There we go.
I loved this. I loved everything about this. This brought me so much joy. I'm excited to hear you do that ferret voice again because it was crazy.
Yeah.
And if you have listening at home, if you have any opinions on different Gary Pinto Award categories you think they have, who you think won, send it into our email. And also, if you have any other questions, comments, suggestions, send it to us at clatfartburg@gmail.com, or you can reach us on Instagram at Clatfartburg. And Elaine has been posting some fun little graphics over there too, which has been fun for me to see happen. If you want more content from us, like The Case of the Mangled Balls, a gay Hardy Boys mystery, but not in that way, you can go over to our Buy Me a Coffee, which is at clatfartburg.com. We have lots of fun bonus content. We watched Gosford Park.
Mm-hmm.
Did we follow it? A little bit.
You know, a bit.
We didn't know any of the characters' names, so it was a lot of the hot one, Bucket Hat Girl.
Yeah.
Evil Blonde.
It was hard when the Bucket Hat Girl took off her bucket hat. I was like, well,
that got challenging.
That
got challenging.
We pushed through. We pushed through, though.
Yeah, it was a challenging watch for Elaine. There was a lot of, now why is this here? You know, but we did enjoy ourselves and think it was a good time. So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, you can go to clatfartburg.com and support us there. We do a little monthly membership, and we appreciate all the support you give us. And you can also get stuff a la carte if you only want to hear certain things.
Pick and choose from the buffet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for visiting, and do you want to be bad? Do you want to not donate, but
and
just get
if you don't love me, Swamp, then you'll never love me, Marsh. I can still hear you saying you'll never leave the swamp. Pinto Awards.